Hey guys, Richard here with Old Norse Paganism, and welcome to another episode of Odin's Wisdom. So it's been a minute since I've done an episode of Odin's Wisdom. A lot of shit going on, crazy shit in the world as far as that goes. We're not going to get into all that bullshit, not really. Earlier this week, I think it was Tuesday, you saw I made a post apologizing for my absence, as well as that of the rest of the old Norse paganism team. Again, not going to get into a whole lot of that, but I am sincerely sorry for the absence. But as some of you can probably understand, you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else, and so I needed to do that for myself and my family. But that kind of brings me into this week's message. Okay, we all face challenges day in, day out, week after week, and sometimes they bog us down, sometimes they don't. Sometimes, it's easier than others, and sometimes they put us in a funk or a depression or whatever the case happens to be. And it takes us a little bit of digging and a little bit of work to get out of it. So, that being said, we all have personal struggles and demons and battles and issues that we need to work through. Whether it be physical events, world events, personal health events, whatever. But the main point is that no matter what events we are facing, we need to be able to soak up our pride and call upon each other, our family, because realistically, the Norse people are a family. Whether you're in Norway, Scandinavia, Iceland, USA, Japan, Germany, it doesn't fucking matter where you're at. Okay? If you are Norse and have the Norse beliefs, the Norse culture behind you, you are family. We are a group of people with shared beliefs, shared system of values and morals. Okay? Be not afraid to call upon one another, even if it's just to vent or get your frustrations out or whatever the case is. Okay? 9 out of 10 times, your brothers and sisters are not going to laugh at you. They're not going to ridicule you. Additionally, amongst having all these hundreds of people that you can call upon, you have the gods, the goddesses that you can call upon. Go do a ritual. Go do a spell that will bring you closer to the gods. Go pray to them. Go light some candles. Go make a sacrifice. Be it a food sacrifice or a animal sacrifice or a money sacrifice or whatever sacrifice it is you have to make. Don't be afraid to fast for the gods and make that sacrifice to bring yourselves closer to the gods and get answers from the gods. And maybe get some guidance from the gods. It's hard to ask for help. And I am a very prideful man. My co-founder, Eric Delaney, will tell you that. Pride is a big one for me. I hate asking for help. Hate it. And that goes for anyone. I hate asking for help from anyone. And yes, that even includes the gods. So, I guess the real moral of this week's lesson is that suck up your pride. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to offer help. Lend a hand when somebody asks for it. You know, one of the things that I had a great conversation with a fellow brother who I actually grew up with, and hasn't been in the brotherhood that long as far as being a Norseman. But I grew up with him, went to school with him. I had a good conversation with him last night, and he got asked why he's left organized religion. And it's because you're expected to behave one specific way, and if you don't behave that way, then you're not really whatever religion it is that you're in. Well, in Norse religion, it doesn't matter who you are. Okay, you're entitled to be yourself. Alright? The whole idea behind Norse religion is that not only are you always constantly seeking knowledge and wisdom, as Odin did, be it his hanging time from Yggdrasil, or even that trading his eye out for additional wisdom, but his innate ability to look into the nature and the demeanor of a person. Okay? So we're looking for that knowledge and wisdom. That's a constant. Okay? But we're also trying to be better to one another. Okay? It's sure we had battles, we had wars, we had conflict. But it wasn't necessarily about being different. It was about being able to compromise with one another and understanding one another's differences. Okay? We kind of got into the conversation last night about Norse paganism is not an Aryan Brotherhood religion. It is not a racial religion. Because as a matter of fact, during that time, race wasn't really even a thing. And if you've read the Havamal, you would know that everything from the Havamal, Words of the High One, nowhere in there does it dictate anything that he ever said based on race. So, again, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to others, offer your advice, offer your counsel. Okay? Help comes in many shapes, forms, sizes. Be it reference for a job, be it maybe you in a financial position and you can offer a little extra help. Maybe it's somebody got kicked out of their home because they've been laid off for 6 months due to COVID-19. So you have a spare bedroom, you can give them a place to sleep for a few nights. Be it they've fallen into a funk because they lost a friend recently due to a hate crime. Maybe they fell ill to COVID-19 and died. And their family is suffering, so you're able to provide them with some extra groceries. You know, whatever the case is, don't be afraid to help. Maybe you can give them some counsel. We are here to help one another grow across all formats, all forms, all divisions. Okay? Take that, use that, call upon the help when you need it, but be just as willing to offer it. Be an open book. Love each other. Share with each other. Learn from each other. We're not always going to mix with each other very well. Some people are just like oil and water. We don't mix. And that's okay. But it doesn't mean you have to have conflict. Okay, that's where, as men and women, we know how to separate without conflict. Okay? It's called agree to disagree. You don't necessarily have to like somebody to coexist. I've worked with many people over the years I don't necessarily like. But I can coexist. It's the same thing. That being said, guys, we love you. Again, we do apologize for the absence as of late. That will not happen again. Also, on the plus side, good news, we did hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We will continue to be putting out videos as we normally do. Odin's Wisdom normally comes out on Wednesdays, but I came back from my leave of absence and found out we had a copyright issue within our library. So I had to immediately go to work on that and trying to get that resolved. So it pushed this episode of Odin's Wisdom back a day. I do apologize for that. I do hope you can understand that and forgive me for that. But starting next week, Odin's Wisdom will be back on track for Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So again, that'll be back on track. Also, the Odin's Wisdom blog post will be going out on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. I am going to start doing, for those of you that are on TikTok, we do have a TikTok channel as well. It's at Old Norse Paganism. You can find us there. We will be doing a regular daily trivia question revolving around Norse trivia. It could be anything from a quote in a saga, some sort of historical reading, anything Norse related trivia question. It could be something I just pull out of my head related to Norse somehow. I do encourage you guys to comment the answers and the questions. The answer will be given the following day for the previous day's question. It's going to be great. I hope you guys get involved in that. I will share those videos on the YouTube channel as well, under the ONP TikTok videos playlist, I guess is what it's called. I'm going to start doing that regularly as well. So we'll be getting a new video up every single day on YouTube. Those videos will be limited to about 60 seconds or less, so they're just real short, guys, because that's what TikTok is. Additionally, Eric is dealing with some stuff at home on his home front. Guys, please send your blessings and your prayers to him and his family. Let him know that you love him. Send him shout outs, be it on Facebook or on email or even his blog posts on the website. Just let him know you guys are thinking about him. He could definitely use all the moral support you guys can give him. It's not my place to tell you what's going on, but let him know that you love him and miss him, and that you guys will be here for him when he comes back. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, guys, please hit that button up there. Comments below. I love your feedback. Please, please, please continue to submit the feedback to me. Lets me know what you guys are thinking. And I do try to respond to everybody. Doesn't mean I always get it done, because with the copyright infringement things, I'm going to be a little busy trying to get a hold of publishers and getting permissions to get some of these titles up. One of the publishers I'm fighting with right now is the publishing house for Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology, which, if you guys have read that book, it's an amazing book, and I do think you guys should have access to it for free. Not that I think you guys should be able to download it or buy it from me by any means. I'm not trying to sell their books. I don't think their books should be sold. As far as that goes, I don't think anything that revolves around a religion should be copyright protected, but that's a whole nother deal, and I think I am going to write a post about it at some point in the next week or so. And religious material being copyright protected, that's a whole other subject. Anyway, I love you guys. God's bless you. Keep you safe. Keep your family safe. Please